Howdy folks, Kerbo here. Welcome back to Ravenport. Last episode we had just finished harvesting field 24. And in the meantime, I've harvested 23, got that all in. And I discovered at least one field needs lime, 23. And then what little we have left at 21 here. And also discovered the little fertilizer spreader that I had bought. Does not spread lime. I thought it did, but it does not. So I've ran down to the store and I sold the little fertilizer spreader, and I got a smaller, it's the smaller of the wheeled fertilizer spreaders, which will also take lime. So we're at the shop. We're going to run up north here to the lime station and get a load of lime, bring that back to the farm. And I'm hoping we can offload that into pallets, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to see how that goes. So that's the plan for today. Go get some lime. We'll get some lime down, and then we'll see how much time we have left. So let's get started. Train just went by, but we should be good shape now. So there's the spreader. Got that on behind us. And I think we're ready to go. Keep an eye out for traffic here. Go ahead and turn my hazards on, even though it beeps at me the whole time. It's kind of annoying. So we just have to run up here to the livestock market and take a left, I think. Will get us to where we need to go. Still kind of learning my way around the area. And that 2-bay truck trailer worked out pretty well. I'm liking that feature a lot. I took the truck over there to the other field, and after I emptied it, so we've got one, I think we've got one hopper now filled up with barley. I believe it was on there. So the other purchase I need to make is a pickup wagon to get all the straw picked up. Got a lot of straw off those fields. So if we have time today, we'll do that. It's a weird intersection. Don't live any intersections like that in the U.S. But the U.S. is a big place. There's a possibility there's intersections like that somewhere. So we'll see. We'll get some lime down there, get some lime spread. If we have time, we'll head up to the shop and see what they got for pickup wagons. Authorized vehicles only. Well, I'm a paying customer, so I guess that makes me authorized, hopefully. EG miles, heat, and energy. I believe the lime is right down here, tucked away in the back corner. Those hazards turned off. It's not exactly easy to get to. It's kind of strange. Don't know why they did it this way. You can back in there, or tractor's nimble enough, which I'm not sure this is. Get back in here like this. Yeah, this doesn't look like a good idea. Kind of committed now, though. Not sure we're gonna make it. Back up a bit. We squeeze through here. Might have rubbed a little bit of rubber off on his wall there. Physics is being a little strange. Let's ignore that. A little black mark on the cinder block wall never hurt anybody. So I think we're in there. Let's see if we can refill now. This button. It's not that button. I used to have that button bound to refill. And funny story. The other day I was trying to rebind the control and I hit backspace thinking I was rebinding the control, but I was on the main page, so I reset all the controls to default. So let's hop out of the cab real quick. One thing that is nice in 19 is you can actually go rebind your controls from the game. So let's go do that real quick. Yeah, I want to undo these. So click, and then here it's backspace. After you've clicked, important lesson learned. I don't want to actually use those for that. I want, is it activate tool? Of course, none of this, you know, is in alphabetical order or anything. It's just kind of randomly out there. Because why would you want anything in order? It's not the Giants way. Work mode. Unload is not what I want. I think it's called activate object or something like that. Open flap. Lift hydraulic. Lower. Probably went past it and everybody's screaming at their screens right now. Raise, lower. Rotate pipe. Nope, we missed it. It's in here somewhere. I don't think it's activate hand tool. Is it interact? Is that what I'm looking for? Maybe it's this one. Let's try that. Save. Let me get the TrackIR back off. It is not that one. Alright, today's episode is fumbling through the controls. Trying to find what that is. Not interact, okay. Unbind that. Activate object, there it is. I bet it's that one. Right there at the top of the screen, I went right past it. Give me a line. There we go. Yes, sir. How much is this costing me? Not too bad. I figure we might as well get a full load while we're up here. And just have that at the farm. Really hoping we can unload that to pallets as needed. So it's going to cost a little chunk of change, but I don't think this line goes very far when you're spreading it. $2,000 worth of lime. Let's head back to the farm. Was that EG miles? We'll send old EG a little bit of cash to cover the cleaning up his cinder block wall. Is this a back way out of here, or is this a bad idea? Looks like that ought to go all the way through to the road. Get our hazards back on. I was thinking I heard somebody in the stream say that the John Deere tractors actually do beep like that with the hazards on. Maybe somebody out there knows in the comment section. That seems like a weird feature to beep with the hazards, but maybe that's the way they do it. So we got a little bit of a load back there. Tractor's a little bit sluggish. Not bad though. We got, was this 150 horsepower? I forget what we got here. It's kind of wanting to push me down the hill a little bit. Really looking forward to getting Seasons, which is confirmed to be coming out at some point. And hopefully Gearbox, which I have not heard whether it's coming out or not for 19. More realistic would be nice, but I think what we have here in the base game, like I said earlier in the earlier video, I think it's good enough for now. See, even there, just had to put on quite a bit of brake to stop carrying this lime. It's not perfect, but it's got a decent feel to it. The gearbox mod would be great. Some kind of shuttle control. I was messing around. I had a shuttle control working. The problem was the way the events are overwritten each time you get in the vehicle, it wouldn't work quite right. So I could get it to work if I wanted to make a mod of every vehicle I was driving and add it as a specialization, but didn't want to do that. So until we get more info on how the scripts work, shuttle control is on the back burner. It's relatively simple to do, and you can actually get the keyboard steer mod if you're using a keyboard, and it has a shuttle control that works. But I don't want to drive with the wheel and stuff and then have to reach up and hit, you know, space bar every time I want to reverse. Not a huge deal, but I'll just live without it, I guess, for now. Because you can use key presses, but if you want to set up joystick buttons and whatnot, you have to use the new events system, and the way it works is a little different. Alright, which one of these fields, was it this one? One of these fields with no entrance do I need to go to? Let's go check. I should have stopped by there. That one needed lime. Yeah, this one needs lime, and then the other one back there does. Alright. Get some lime on this field. Let's drive out through the bushes here. Try not to rant about the unfinished map every single episode, but it'd be nice if they had given a little more care and attention to the so-called US map. All that time and effort putting trash all over the place. You know, maybe they could have made some access roads instead. These fields. Oh, you know what? I bet we want to pick up the straw first. So let's leave this here. Kind of backed around out of the way. I didn't think this through. I forgot we still had the straw here. And we want to unattach you. And then let's head back down to the store. So I guess we will do a little pickup wagon stuff today. Because I forgot we've got straw on the ground. So we'll pick that up and put it in the barn. I still haven't tested whether you can give loose straw to the animals or if you have to bale it up and blow it in. For now, we'll put it in the barn, I guess, and hope for the best. If you know the answer to that question, let me know in the comments. Can you just take a loading wagon up to the animals and dump the straw in? Or do you have to blow it in with the straw blower thingy? I would think you could put loose straw in. I just don't know for sure. So we'll probably just buy the smallest loading wagon. We'll see. Honestly, don't remember what the horsepower rating on this tractor was. Guy kind of ought to know that kind of stuff, but I don't. You know I'm going to need to back up to the trailer, so let's pull in like this. Put the parking brake. Oh wait, we don't have a parking brake. The guy can dream. Hit that button. We got the 6135M, which is rated 142 horsepower. I thought it was around 150. So yeah, 142 horsepower is what that's rated at. So we want this, and then we want loading wagons. So the smallest guy here holds 23,000 liters. It holds 34. Doesn't hardly seem worth almost twice as much. First thing, we got the great big guys, so I don't really need those. Let's go with the small one. That should be fine. That one might be a little too much horsepower anyway. Let's go with this guy. Can we customize anything on this? Nope. All right. Well, more money down the drain. There we go. They need a mod so the motor sounds don't suck. I mean, the sounds themselves are good, but like here I am moving and the idle sound doesn't change. It's really strange. Like you'd expect it to change a little bit. There we go. Let's hop out real quick. I really like the hose support. It's nice to have that in the base game. Even though I had it with 17 with mods. That's pretty cool. And it's pretty easy to add those sockets to the trucks. I've been working on the old ZIL 130 dump truck for Mr. Mark DuPont. And I actually added, just in the XML, you can add sockets for electric and air and hydraulic. And it has little built-in connectors that'll put on your vehicle there for you. It's pretty slick. So I figured since that truck had a hydraulic dump bed and air brakes, you might as well have electric, hydraulic, and air connections on the back. So you just define those in the vehicle XML and it puts a little socket on there for you. Just have to add the transforms on the i3D. You don't actually have to model the connector. Appreciate the feedback on the first two videos. Always good to get feedback. I know I don't have a huge audience here. I'm just doing this for fun, but looks like you guys are enjoying the first-person cab view, and I am as well. So I'm going to make it a point to do this entire series with the wheel and TrackIR. And we might as well get this straw here too. So I've had the wheel actually hooked up here for quite a few days. It's kind of getting in the way. Kind of messed up my back a little bit doing some coding on the computer with the wheel in the way. But as I record these, I'll definitely get that stuff hooked up. And we'll continue this farming from the cab. Alright, so I need to lower, turn on. There we go. And we'll start picking up some straw. Actually pick up fairly fast. One thing I just noticed looking at the speed here, I forgot I was doing some testing. Apparently my settings got changed over. Save that with that changed. I thought that it changed it per save, but maybe it changes it per map. I had that changed to kilometers per hour because I was testing the speedometer sync up on that truck I was working on. It was also on Ravenport, but a different save. So maybe it saves that per map. It's kind of weird. So we've got a lot of straw here. That's cool. Got stored away. We can always sell the extra. But we'll see how that barn works for now. I think I can just pull up there and dump it. I believe that's how that worked in 17 anyway. You know what would have been great, Giants? If you could have used the dang barn on the farm. You know, the one you have that's placeable that's completely useless. Then you give us a mod that we can place. I mean, another barn you can place that's actually functional, but you can't use the one that looks like an American barn. I feel better now. I don't get their thinking process at all. Alright, we're full up, so let's head down to the barn. I guess they just figured they'd leave it up to the modders to do all the heavy lifting for them. It'd be great to go down to my farm, to my barn, and put some hay in it, or some straw in it. Nope. No can do. But you can try to find a flat spot, put this other barn placeable down, and use that. So we're going to use that. I put it down by the side of the road over here. We'll figure out how that works. And then we're up around the 20-minute mark, so we'll probably call it an episode once we figure out that. That should be the discharge side where we load. And then this should be the unload spot. It'll suck it up in there. Come on, get up in there. There we go. We can start overloading. Is that this button right here? Yeah, there we go. Thought I'd rebound that. So that should be going in the barn. Hopefully getting sucked up in there. Let's freeze that and lean over here. Let me check our menu here. We should have some straw. There we go. Wait, why do I have... Oh, the numbers are smaller. It looks like it's the same width, but the numbers are smaller. I gotcha. I was like, how do I have it nearly full already? But I don't. So we can hold 250,000 liters of straw. So that's apparently straw. Triangles is straw. That must be silage. That grass? I was watching Kentucky Farmer's video and he went over this. I think that's grass. Down here somewhere. Forestry, production. Yeah, straw is the little triangles. Grass is that. You can't sell hay, but you can sell grass. Okay. Makes no sense, but I was thinking that's what he had seen. Alrighty. Got our straw unloaded. So I have a lot of straw to pick up. I wonder, I don't suppose my semi-trailer will haul straw. That'd be a good way to take that over, but it's a belly dump, so it makes sense that it wouldn't. But we might have to get, if we go sell straw, I might have to go rent a semi-trailer or something. Haul more than just this little bit over at a time. Guess I'll just make this my entrance. I've already ranted about that once, though. I probably should mow around these fields before I start driving all over it, but I didn't really have a chance. We are going to need some hay and grass for the animals eventually. Alright, down and on. And off we go. Looks like I'm eating the steering wheel, but I guess we're where we should be here. Slow down a bit there. I was very pleasantly surprised to try out the Grasslands update for cattle and crops. And if you bale too fast, you can actually clog up the baler. And you have to get out and unclog it. How cool is that? Nothing like that in Farming Simulator unless they mod it in. That was a nice touch. So now we'll just skip a row that makes it a nice easy turn. So we're going to get at least 3 trailers, if not 4, off of this field. It's a lot of straw. I don't know how much we're going to need for animals eventually, but I think we're sitting pretty for straw. Probably ought to be raising that pickup technically. If this was some kind of simulator, I should probably do that, but we're doing all right. And we're full. I'm almost wishing I'd spent the extra money, but I don't want to blow all my money on equipment and not have any money left over for animals. This thing is filling up pretty quick, but everything's pretty close here on the farm. It's not too big of a deal to run down the road to the barn. So we're going to go empty this out, and I'm going to keep collecting straw. And I will catch you all in the next one. So as always, thanks for watching. Take care.